Hey, hi everyone. I'm Gustavo from Trek Brasilis.
Hey,
Hello,
buddy.
Omari.
How are you?
I'm
Good
fine.
to
I'm
see you,
fine.
Gustavo. Appreciate you having us.
Hello.
Thank you very much. The first question is to Omari. Your character, Alok, is the leader of this Section 31 group, but he has a past tied to the augments in the eugenic wars, like
Hmm.
Star Trek most famous villain, Khan. How
Hmm.
this affects Alok's personality and decisions by the time of the movie?
Great question. Really great question. I'll start the answer with your last statement. By the time of the movie, so I think we have to decide, and perhaps I had to decide in playing this guy. First of all, you to be an effective actor, a good to great actor, which is effective, you'd have to like your character. You know what I mean? You have to like your character as an actor. And we all liked our characters, but there were things that I had to figure out in terms of what Alok did not like about himself. And I think a lot of the bitterness that could have come because of the ties to the past that you speak about, by the time we get to the film, as you appropriately started your question, he has shaken enough of that bitterness, enough of that angst and that harboring of ills that he not only felt from the Gary, right, the woman who's run his life when he was a child. He's shaken enough to so forgive Philippa Georgiou that I can ask Michelle's Philippa Georgiou to come join my ranks. If I don't forgive her for what she has done in a heinous way, that which she has done was heinous, then I'm not able to be effective again in terms of recruiting her. And then the whole movie is a very different movie. So I think by the time we meet a lot, he's gotten right. He's gotten enough therapy to be okay with what he went through. But little does he know, he's still got a lot of purging to do. And I think Michelle's character becomes a mirror for him. And he's left to know, oh, I still got some stuff I need to redeem. And they end up redeeming parts of each other, which is really cool.
Great. And my second and last question is to Casey. You play a very dear character for Star Trek fans, Rachel Garrett, who is not captain of the Enterprise yet. So,
No.
which aspects of the next generation's Garrett did you try to bring to your version of the character you think helped to create a bridge between them?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you. Um, how do I begin to answer that? It's interesting working with the incredible work that Trisha O'Neill did in yesterday's Enterprise, right? Like to have that as an endpoint is so exciting that I get to plant all of these little seeds along the way that eventually get to flower in that episode. So I think in some ways it was less about that informing me. It was me building to inform that, even though it already exists. Like it's kind of funky, but I watched that episode about a million times, and so I'm hoping that by osmosis, what Trisha did went into the soup of what I'm doing, and Olatunde, our director, really freed me up to. And reminded me, we actually have the longest time with you. So, in a way, you get to establish some things that it's our job to make sense of, down the line. So, yeah, I think that basically
It's
sums it
cool.
up.
The longest time. He said that to you, huh? Right. You have more real estate.
Yeah, and Rob Kaczynski, our castmate, also said that to me, and I was like, oh right, okay. Like, I don't want to just completely fly off in a different direction. But I have to believe I was cast because they can see colors in me that wind up there. And I think, without spoiling, there's things that happen in this movie between Rachel and Georgiou specifically, or things that Rachel witnesses in Georgiou that I can see pretty directly how they factor into that final decision she makes in yesterday's Enterprise.
Great. That's it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.